Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hey girly, I'm Nessa, and today's video is going to be a girl talk kind of video, and the topic is going to be how I learned to love my body. Now, originally I was going to film reacting to hate comments, reading hate comments, and as I was going through my Twitter, my Instagram, my YouTube, to be honest, I couldn't really find anything that was actually like funny or, you know, cringeworthy to put in a video, which is actually a good thing. I just want to say thank you guys for all the positivity and keeping everything just nice and refreshing in the comments, because back in the day, there was a little bit of negativity, just a little, okay, a lot. There was a lot of like bashing, a lot of really just gross, mean things in my comments, but as I go through them today, there's not that much bad stuff, and that's awesome. So instead of doing a video talking about the negativity of the comment section, let's talk about something positive and motivational. So growing up, I didn't really have a stigma or a problem about my body. I didn't think, oh, I want to be taller right now, I want to be shorter, I want to be skinnier, I want to be thicker. I never really thought about that stuff until probably around 5th and 6th grade is when I stopped growing. Everybody started growing taller than me, everyone was passing me, and I just stayed the same height, and I started to gain a little bit of weight. Now, I wasn't overweight, but I was a little bit chubby, so people did kind of like pick at me saying, oh, why are you so short, why are you so small, everybody's bigger than you already, all the girls have boobs and we're getting butts and you're just here looking like a 6-year-old boy. As you can imagine, it didn't feel good hearing that kind of stuff. So at that point in my life, I had a stigma about just my body in general. I was like, ew, my body's gross, I'm chubby, I'm short, I'm gross, no one's ever gonna love me. Like these were literally my thoughts as like a 12-year-old, 11-year-old girl, which is really depressing if you think about it, because at such a young age, you shouldn't be worrying about what your body looks like. You should be worrying about doing your homework and playing outside with your friends or going and seeing Finding Dory or something. You shouldn't be worrying about, oh, why don't I have boobs yet? Why am I not, you know, taller? Why am I this? Like, you shouldn't be thinking about any of that. So for those of you little young girlies out there, please do not worry about your body at that age. You shouldn't worry about your body at any age. Anyways, let me continue. And then around freshman year is when I started to grow, you guys. And when I say I started to grow, a bitch got big. This is when I turned into the big bitch that I am today. I went from about 4'8", 4'9", all the way up to about like 5'6" and a half, 5'7" that year. Yeah, I grew like a foot. So because I hit this growth spurt, I'm just so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe they're gonna stop making the comments. They're not gonna make fun of me anymore. Now, like I said, I was thinking about other people's opinions, which is something that nobody should do. You should really not give a fuck about anything anyone says, because it's just their opinion. So I'm over here walking into my high school like, yes, bitch, you're tall now, you're skinny, everything is going to be beautiful, no one's gonna make fun of you. Skeleton, what happened to you? Why do you look like a Skeletor? Are you gonna fall through the cracks? Are you gonna fall through the drainage system, bitch? So basically, I'm over here thinking about how I'm gonna please these people with my look, and in the end, I still got picked on. They still made fun of me. So I went freshman year with absolutely no friends. You can ask anybody from my school. I had absolutely no friends my freshman year, because after hearing everybody's comments, I just got really, really insecure that I felt like if I went up to anybody, like, you know how they say just go and sit at that person's table and try to make conversation? I feel like even they would make fun of me. Like, even the other person that was just as lonely, I feel like they would just judge me as well. So I just made no effort at all to make any sort of friends. Also, that same freshman year, I got really, really sick, and I ended up contracting a what's it called, a virus called H. pylori, and this thing ate all my stomach lining, and it almost gave me a stomach ulcer. So a bitch almost died, and I also lost like 25-30 pounds in the process. So on top of people already calling me a skeleton and calling me a Skeletor and all this stuff, I lost even more weight. So you could imagine my mentality at the moment was just shit. Like, I was just feeling really, really low about my appearance at the time. Sophomore year, I started to gain the weight back. I joined dance, so just running around and doing all that stuff started to kind of tone my body up. It started to, you know, form a little bit more, I guess. Also, I made a couple of friends that year, so you know when you're just happy, you just like look comfortable, like it just happens. Like, say you get into like a really good relationship and you guys are just like going out and eating all the time, and you kind of like let yourself go a little bit because you don't care, you're comfortable. So that's kind of how it was with me. I was comfortable, so I was eating really well. We were hanging out all the time. I was just happy, I was just plump, everything was just good. Junior year came along, I was exactly the same. Senior year came along, I was exactly the same. The comments still came in, but by senior year, I feel like I became such like a hard-headed person that like all these insults were not getting me anymore. I was attacking other people. It was a really bad time in my life. I don't like to think about it, but I was not letting people push me around at that point anymore. I was pushing people back. Right after I got out of high school, I don't really know what happened. I don't know if it was the freshman 15 thing. They say that when you go to college your first year, you gain like 15 pounds. I don't know if it was that or something. But literally, I just started gaining weight. My hips started to expand. I was getting stretch marks. My butt was getting stretch marks. Like, my butt wasn't getting big, but for some reason, I was still getting stretch marks, which I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to. Like, you have absolutely no ass, but for some reason, there's stretch marks, right? But of course, all of that is just due to growing. It just happens. It's natural. So if you have stretch marks, whether they are on your knees, your toes, your hips, your butt, your stomach, your thighs, it's natural. Everybody gets them. I don't care if somebody says, I've never had a stretch mark in my life. Sure, I'm sure. There is nothing ugly about them. I hate when people talk down on stretch marks. I hate when people tell me they hate their stretch marks because it's just natural. It's just something that happens. Like, if sometimes people work out and their skin stretches from the muscle because they worked out too quick, and it happens. It's just a natural thing. We are all born with tiger stripes, bound to happen eventually. Women get stretch marks when they have children. So you should just, you know, not worry about your stretch marks because who cares? They're there and they're not going anywhere, so just learn to love them. But I will tell you and be honest, at that time, I fucking hated them. I could not stand my stretch marks. I was so insecure. I was like, I'm never gonna get a boyfriend, and I'm never gonna wear a swimsuit, and I'm never this and that. I was so insecure to the point of 1 year when I went swimming, I actually put concealer on my stretch marks because I was so embarrassed. And when I got in the pool, when I got right back out, you saw them again, and I ran to my towel. As time progressed, around 18, 19 years old is when I would say my body like took the turn of a lifetime. I don't know if I just got super comfortable because I moved out at this point. Maybe that was it. I was just eating whatever I wanted at any time because I didn't, you know, go home every night and have my mom cook me like a dinner and like healthy vegetables, serving of this, antioxidants. I didn't have all this stuff. I was just eating macaroni and then going and getting chicken and then getting In-N-Out and then getting a burger here and doing this and this. I started to gain weight. I think the heaviest I have ever been was during those years, and I think I got to about 155, 160 pounds. Now keep in mind, right now, I am 128 pounds. So it's a big difference. I was comfortable though. I had no problem with my body. I felt happy, I felt good. I didn't look in the mirror and say, ugh. It's so weird that at that time I was so comfortable and I didn't have any sort of like negative look on my body. But when I moved to LA and I'm here, 25 pounds less, complaining about, oh my gosh, I'm fat, I'm this. It's just crazy how like switching environments and the people that surround you, how it can have an effect on your own body image. Isn't that crazy? When I first moved to LA 2016, around February, March time, I still had no view on my body. I was comfortable. I was eating whatever I wanted. I didn't have, like I said, the negative look. So I end up going vegan. I lose all of this weight. In the process, I end up developing an eating disorder. I talk all about it in, which video was it? Was it the goodbye video? I think it was the goodbye video and then like the update one from when I came back. But literally I just like developed an eating disorder out of nowhere. I was viewing my body in a very negative way. I wasn't happy with what I was seeing. I felt like I needed people to reassure me. I felt like at that time I was fishing for compliments. Like, then I got past all of that. January, I'm over here recovering from everything. I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to cut bad habits out. I'm trying to, you know, not worry so much about my body. Now, on top of my body, I was also worrying about my skin. And you know how some people get with their skin. I get super intense, I get super insecure. Like at that time, if I had a breakout going on right here, like I would not want to leave my house. I did not want to go anywhere at some points. Like it was really, really bad. I was that insecure about my acne. So if you watched my older videos, you know what my skin used to look like. It was very bad. It was very Nestle Crunch Bar, simply Nestle. Like I said, when I stopped worrying about my skin as much, I noticed that it improved. Is that weird? Like, the less I thought about it, the more it went away. Because I feel like when you're just stressing yourself out, you're like, oh my gosh, I have this acne, I have this pimple, I'm gonna mess with it, I'm gonna poke at it, all this. It's just gonna make it worse. So try to relax. On top of dealing with all these body issues, I was also dealing with my acne. But like I said, in January, February time, I was kind of like starting to go back on a more positive path. I cut out a lot of negative people, got rid of a lot of negative things in my life. And everything was going good. A couple of weeks ago, I really don't know what happened. Not even a couple weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, I all of a sudden just felt so low about myself. So like, as you can see, it is a roller coaster. No one's gonna be completely happy with themselves all the time. But literally like a month ago, I was going to the gym and like working out to the point of like getting sick, having to throw up, like passing out. Like I would go do so much in such a short amount of time and then come back, plop on my bed and knock out. Like I would literally black out from like doing the most. And then I wasn't eating right. I don't know if my like mind is going through like different phases or something, but literally at that time I was not eating right at all. I was eating 1 meal a day and it was usually like some gross, nasty junk food or something, like something I would just get really quick just to say that I ate, you know? Like I said, that was literally a month ago. So it has not been that long since I, you know, was acting like that. But a couple of days ago, I just really like wrote in my journal, which I love my journal because I just feel like I can get all my feelings out in there because I don't feel like I really have anybody in my life aside from my mom that I could tell all of my problems to, just because like, I don't know, every time I make friends and I get super close to them and I try to open up, they end up exposing my secrets or they end up, you know, not understanding at all and they make me feel like shit. So I kind of keep everything to myself and I talk about it on YouTube or I put it in my journal. So I was really writing in my journal about everything and I was like, what am I doing to myself? Like I need to chill out. I need to stop worrying so much about my body because I feel like even though deep down I do tell myself that this is the only body that I have, I love myself, all this shit, I still will look in the mirror and like wish that I had like thicker thighs and a bigger butt, bigger boobs and a smaller stomach. Like no matter what, I'm always going to, you know, still feel that way. So every time I do feel that way now, for like the past couple of days, I will just grab my journal and reread everything that I wrote and remind myself that I need to chill out and I need to stop thinking so bad about myself. And if that's what you got to do to get past everything, that's what you got to do. Like I recommend trying it. But yeah, I do love my body. I am happy with the body that God gave me because if you really think about it, I'm not sick right now. I have both my arms. I have both my legs, both my feet, all my toes, all my fingers. I can see, I can speak, I can smell, I can hear. People are out here, when I had, you know, my pimples, there's people with cystic, painful acne that they can't even move their face. And I'm over here complaining about this. Now, I'm not saying to downplay your problems because somebody else has it worse, but if you're really thinking super, super low, super negative about yourself, and it's something that could be a lot worse, I feel like if you do think that way, it could kind of like calm you down. It can kind of like make you realize that you should be grateful for your own body. It's hard going on Instagram and seeing people get 3 million, 4 million, 5 million likes for, you know, showing off this fake plastic image that is not even real. It can sometimes make you feel some sort of way when you're getting 100 likes for posting a nice picture of you with your family. Like it makes you really think like, do I need to look like that to get people to like me? Do I need to look like that to get people to pay attention to me? Like it happens. A lot of people start thinking like that and a lot of people start feeling that way. And I can tell you that at one point this was maybe like a year ago, I was looking at a picture on Instagram and I was like, wow, like I just got this amount of likes for just like sitting there doing this. But this girl's in the mirror, little tiny outfit, very small, getting all these likes. And I'm like, Do I have to do that to like get people's attention? Is that what it takes? Like, and that is such a bad mindset to have. Like, I hate that I even thought like that, to be honest. We just need to all learn to love our bodies. And I understand we all have our insecurities, and I still deal with my own insecurities every single day, as you just heard. But I don't know, just at the end of the day, like, this is all we have. Like, don't be desperate and get yourself harmed by getting these illegal butt shots and $1,000 boob jobs, which some people might be like, $1,000, that's a lot of money. Yeah, but a good boob job is probably gonna cost you like $6,000 or $7,000. So people are doing all these very dangerous things, getting themselves killed, basically. Like, you're killing yourself by doing these things that you know are going to hurt you in the end. And if you want to get plastic surgery, go ahead and do you, boo, but don't get desperate and get those ass shots that are going to turn your booty to cement, and the $1,000 boob job that's going to turn rock solid in 7 months. Like, still trying every single day. I tell myself, Vanessa, you're gonna eat healthier and you're gonna notice a difference. Like, your mood, your skin, your body, everything is just going to evolve. And then what do I do 2 hours later? I get $20 worth of McDonald's. Who spends $20 at McDonald's on themselves? Literally, I can go to McDonald's and get everything I need for $4, $5 and less. But no, 20. And after filming this video, I'm probably gonna eat more McDonald's, so yeah. I just want everybody to know that no matter what shape you are, you can be shaped like this iPhone, bitch. You can be shaped like this box, but you still cute or whatever. Shit. I am literally shaped like my ID card. To all my little girlies, my little baby rats out there, please, if you're 10 years old, 9 years old, 11 years old, 12, 13, 14, 15, I don't care what age you are, you can be older than me. Please, please, don't hurt yourself. Don't get super stressed. Don't get overworked up about your body, because at the end of the day, if you are healthy and you got all your senses and all your appendages, bitch, we need to be happy and be grateful. A couple of days ago on Mother's Day, I posted this picture on Instagram of me and my mom. This is me when I was, how old was I? Probably like 11 or 12 maybe. I think that's when I had my hair, because I remember getting that stupid blonde streak. My mom was doing like highlights on my grandma's hair, I think, and I was like, Mom, put a streak in my hair. Ugh, mistake. Ugh. But I was posting this picture and I was really thinking, like, damn, I remember being this age and worrying so much about my body and worrying about, oh, my nose is so big, my lips are so big, because people used to, you know, make fun of it and stuff. I remember telling my mom at like 10 years old, and she can hold me to this. I remember being like 10 years old telling my mom, I want to get a lip reduction, I want to change my nose, like all this stuff. Because kids were making fun of me about it. And those exact same kids today want my lips now. Funny how the world works. I remember being super short at this time and just really chunky, and people just being so mean. They were so mean. I hope this video kind of like explained to you guys how like my whole journey with my body was. Like, I just want people to know that they're not alone with these feelings. People go through these things as well. That's the point of these videos that I make. I don't make them to, you know, expose myself and be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I was bullied, or yes, people made fun of me, this isn't that. No, I want people to know that other people went through that as well. And at the end of the day, you can be happy, and at the end of the day, you can love yourself, even if other people are trying to tear you down. And also, if you are being like old Vanessa from senior year, picking on people because she got picked on all her life, stop. Because I just thinking about that like pissed me off about myself, that I was so salty my senior year. I was such a bitter bitch, and I feel like that bitterness has like slowly started to creep up on me again, and I'm trying to like push it away and be positive all the time. But yeah, don't be bitter bitch Vanessa from senior year and like a week ago. Yeah, so that's basically it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was just, you know, a quick little not even quick, bitch. This is a long video. So if you stuck through this entire thing, you are real. I don't think anything else is like happening, to be honest. I'm not going to VidCon, so you won't see me there. I'm not gonna be at BeautyCon, so you won't see me there. I'm done with these events. So if you want to see me, I'll do a meetup. Comment below which state you're in and I'll try to maybe put something together. I'm gonna be going to Hawaii in a couple of weeks, so I might try to do like a small little meetup there so I can see you guys, because I don't know the next time I'm gonna be in the middle of the ocean like that, so might do something little. I want everybody to know that they're beautiful, and go in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm that bitch. Do that every single morning and I guarantee you, you will eventually become that bitch just by feeling it and telling yourself. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe for more and turn on my post notifications. It's that little bell down there so you can be notified when a new video is posted, and I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye.